Ever heard the one about Johnny Depp and his $500,000 watch? Now that's a tale that'll make your eyes pop and your wallet weep. Imagine, if you will, a sunny afternoon in Hollywood, and our beloved Captain Jack Sparrow, also known as Johnny Depp, is lounging by his pool. On his wrist, a watch worth more than most houses, a cool $500,000. In a moment of fun, Johnny decides to take a dive. Now, most of us wouldn't think twice about removing our watch before jumping into a pool. But then again, most of us don't wear watches that cost as much as a luxury car. As Johnny hits the water, he realizes his expensive timepiece is still strapped to his wrist. Panicking, he watches as his pricey possession sinks to the depths of the pool. What does one do when faced with such a predicament? Well, if you're Johnny Depp, you hire a professional diver to retrieve it. You heard that right. Johnny enlisted the help of a diver to save his sunken treasure. The diver no doubt had the dive of his life, plunging into the depths of a Hollywood superstar's pool to retrieve a watch worth more than his annual salary. This might sound like an extreme case, but it's just a day in the life of the rich and famous. Celebrities and their extravagant watches are a match made in Hollywood heaven. From diamond-encrusted Rolexes to custom-made Patek Philippe's, these timepieces are not just accessories, they are statements. Statements of power, of wealth, and, let's be honest, of a certain level of outrageous extravagance. But hey, when time is of the essence and you've got money to burn, why not spend it on a watch that costs more than a small island? After all, for these celebrities, a watch isn't just a tool to tell time. It's a symbol of their status, a reflection of their lifestyle, and a testament to their success. Turns out time really is money for these celebrities. So you thought your $200 watch was a big deal? Wait till you hear this. Let's talk about Jay-Z, who evidently has 99 problems, but his watch isn't one. The rapper and businessman extraordinaire has a watch worth a cool $2.5 million. That's right, his Richard Mille timepiece is worth more than most people's homes. It's ironic, isn't it? Here's a man whose music is always about hustling and making every second count, and he's got a watch that's worth a small fortune. It's almost as if he's saying, I've got so much time I can literally afford to wear it on my wrist. But it's not just the men who are splurging on these extravagant timepieces. Take Victoria Beckham, for instance. She's amassed a collection of Rolexes that would make even the most ardent watch enthusiast green with envy. And let's not forget, this is a woman who has been a pop star, a fashion designer, a businesswoman, and a mother of 4. One might think she has no time to spare, yet she's got an enviable collection of timekeepers. It's like she's got a different Rolex for every role she's played in life. And then there's the irony of it all. These celebrities, with their busy schedules and jet-set lifestyles, seem to have all the time in the world. They're always in the public eye, seemingly with endless hours to spend on their passions and pursuits, and yet they invest so much in watches. It's as if they're reminding us that time is the most precious commodity, even when you've got millions in the bank. So the next time you're checking your watch, remember, it's not about the price tag. It's about the time you have and how you choose to spend it. After all, even the most expensive watch can't buy you more time. And here I am just wishing my watch had a snooze button. Who knew telling time could lead to such timeless blunders? Now, we all have our fair share of oops moments, but when it comes to the rich and famous, these moments can come with a pretty hefty price tag. Let's dive into some of the most hilarious and costly watch mishaps in celebrity history. Our first tale of woe involves none other than Mark Wahlberg, the tough guy actor with a penchant for luxury timepieces. On a trip, he left his $100,000 watch in a hotel room. Can you imagine the look on the housekeeper's face when they stumbled upon that little treasure? Wahlberg was lucky enough to retrieve it, but we bet he checks his wrist a little more often now. Then there's the unforgettable story of Kim Kardashian and her diamond-studded watch. Now, we're all familiar with the phrase, monkey see, monkey do, right? Well, during a vacation, a mischievous monkey took a shine to Kim's expensive watch and decided to claim it as its own. The monkey scampered off with the watch, leaving a rather shocked Kim in its wake. Despite a frantic search, the watch was never seen again. We can only imagine that monkey is the most punctual member of its troupe now. And who could forget the time when rapper Lil Uzi Vert known for his love of bling, accidentally dropped his diamond-encrusted watch into the ocean while performing on a yacht. Talk about a drop in the ocean. The watch was never recovered, leaving Lil Uzi Vert with a rather expensive reminder to secure his accessories before hitting the stage. These stories serve as a humorous reminder that even the most glamorous lifestyles come with their own unique challenges. Whether it's a forgetful moment in a hotel room, a monkey with an eye for luxury, or a performance that cost more than the ticket price, these celebrities have learned the hard way that time is indeed precious. I guess even time can't heal the pain of losing a watch worth a small fortune. Before we wrap up, let's tick off a few more watch woes. Speaking of ticking off, who could forget the time when Brad Pitt, the epitome of Hollywood cool, had a bit of a timepiece tumble? There he was, strutting down the red carpet, his vintage watch gleaming under the flashing lights. But then, as fate would have it, his watch decided it was time to take a break. The hands froze, the ticking stopped, and time, at least for Brad, stood still. The irony of it all? That watch wasn't just any watch, it was a vintage piece, worth more than a small house in the suburbs. But hey, even the most expensive watches need a timeout, right? And then we have the tale of Serena Williams, the queen of the tennis court. Known for her powerful serves and relentless determination, she also has a soft spot for shiny timepieces. But there was this one time when her love for watches served her a rather sticky situation. Mid-match, her high-end timepiece got tangled up in her tennis racket. A backhand swing later, Serena found herself in a bit of a time bind. But not to worry, she handled it with grace and a hearty laugh, proving once again why she's the queen of the court and of our hearts. Then there's the tale of the watch that went missing, only to turn up on a celebrity's wrist. Yes, we're talking about the time when a famous actor borrowed a watch from a high-end store for an event and then conveniently forgot to return it. The watch was found later, on his wrist, in a glossy magazine spread. Talk about a timepiece heist. Well, that's all the time we have for today's Watch Tales. But don't worry, the world of watches never stops ticking. So until next time, keep an eye on your timepieces. And remember, even the most glamorous watches can lead to some pretty hilarious stories. As we wind down, remember, time waits for no one, not even celebrities. It's rather amusing, isn't it? Those who appear to have all the time in the world, lounging in luxury, jet-setting across the globe, are the very ones who spend a small fortune on a simple timepiece. Now, isn't that a delightful paradox? Our glittering stars might be adorning their wrists with watches that cost more than most people's houses, but at the end of the day, these extravagant timekeepers do the same job as any other watch, telling time. It's a gentle reminder that despite the glitz and glamour, the ticking of a watch remains constant, unaffected by the wearer's fame or fortune. So whether it's a diamond-encrusted masterpiece or a humble analog, remember, it's not the watch that makes the man or woman, but the stories they can tell with it. Till next time, keep an eye on your watch, because you never know when it might become your next great story.